Hey guys, I am here. Just starting up this feed here. Let me just go in, set my bag up. I'm going to basically set up for the tournament here with my bag. Make sure I have everything that I want to play with here, just in case I forget to do that. We are going to start off here with Tour 4. If anybody who didn't play me yesterday, if you would like to send me a Tour 4 invite, then you can send me a game. We have 3 matches to still give away. I was going to start with those 3 matches here, and if anybody is on here and didn't play last night, feel free to send me a Tour 4 invite, and the same rules will apply. And I will jump in your game, and we will get this underway here momentarily, as soon as you guys are ready. So feel free to send me a game invite, and yeah, good luck. Hopefully you guys are having a good tournament so far. Have you guys played your round yet? So if anybody's in here and wants to send me a Tour 4 game invite, we are going to get started here with just 3 games real quick and get the gem giveaway event completed here. And then I'm going to live stream my opening round on this account. Thanks guys for the good luck. Good luck to you guys as well. Hopefully you guys get good tournament finishes, can get some banners. I'm going to try to give you, this is for the touchdown tournament. Touchdown tournament here. This is the round here. I am in expert division. If you guys are also in expert division, I'm going to give you guys a pretty good walkthrough. And if anybody in here is interested in a Tour 4 friendly here, we can get started with 3 games for gift card giveaways. Same rules apply to what I made in my posts on Facebook in Elite and Legends yesterday. So if anybody in here isn't a part of those Facebook groups, feel free to check those out. And if anybody here wants to send me a Tour 4 game invite, I am ready to play some Tour 4 friendlies. We have 3 games to give away real quick. For Tour 4, anybody who did not play yesterday, feel free to send me a game invite real quick here in Tour 4, and we'll do just kind of a brief warm-up match here and give away some gift cards. Looks like we are at 16 people in here so far. Hopefully you guys are having a good tournament. I have yet to shoot my round. My bracket isn't too bad so far. I don't recognize any of the names in here. I believe, Mark, I believe I got your friend request. And I believe that I just accepted it as well. So you should be able to see me now. I'm pretty sure you're who I just accepted. So take a look at that. And like I said, anybody who did not play yesterday and wants to play for gems, feel free to send me a Tour 4 invite. And we can play for some gems here. I've just accepted a couple more. So if anybody in here is ready for a Tour 4 friendly, feel free to send me the game invite. I am accepting a bunch of friend requests right now. I've accepted probably 7 or 8 so far, so you might want to reload the app, check to see if you see me. I should be there, and feel free to send me an invite, and I will jump in, and we will do a Tour 4 match for a giveaway. So, a lot of you in here, I have accepted your requests. I've accepted about at least 8 or 9 since I've opened this stream. So, here we go. And here is Jerry. So, good luck to Jerry. Of course, you can use whatever ball you want, any clubs you want. Basically, just beat me in one of these matches here. And, yeah, everybody that mentioned sending me a friend request, I have found, I'm pretty sure, all of your guys' requests. I accepted them all. So if you want to maybe reload the app, you should see me on your friends list. You win the gems. It's not actually gems. I'm going to be giving you either an Android or an iTunes gift card just by winning the match. So you have to win the match here, and if you get an albatross or a hole-in-one, the giveaway will be multiplied. You will win $20 if you pull that off. Otherwise, you're playing for $5 cards, and with a chance, if we get one of the par 5s from the Glen Monarch course, we will be giving you the opportunity to get an eagle there and multiply that by 2 and play for $10. So, like I mentioned, all Jerry has to do here is beat me via shootout or whatever, and he will take home the gift card here. I see that his drive went a little crooked here, but hopefully he can recover here. Put it in the fairway up there. Jesus, Logan. You're ridiculous. Always bringing up the Orioles. The Orioles are going to, you know, they're going to have a good year. I feel it. It's just a shame that they always give away their best players. We're a great farming team. Basically farm up players and then trade them off for more money. And the vicious cycle continues. So here I'm going to go about 6 rings. Great ball. Topless pictures. Oh, geez. You guys are too much. I don't believe that I have another game invite in my case. So if one of you guys are in here and want to send me a game invite right now, I can put it as going after this match. And if you're patient, then I'll be able to just join that directly after this match. I don't believe I have anything in my cave right now, so feel free to send me a request, and you'll have the same opportunity here as Jerry. We are going to be going to shootout here. So, yep, any ball club One match. Yep. So anything you want to use, I'm just going to use basic ball. So feel free to jump in here and send me an invite. I got a couple more. I have 3 to do. So if you guys can get me those requests, I'll be happy to play you and give you the opportunity to win. Yes, I am definitely live right now. Jeremy jumps in the chat. We are, so in case you guys don't know, we have, a couple of Facebook groups that I posted in yesterday. One was Golf Clash Legends and one was Golf Clash Elite. So if you are not a part of these, and there I'm getting a request, as you can see, pop up on the screen, and I'm going to just put after this, and we will go to that. So let's see if we can't just get a shootout here. Give them another chance to pop it in there close. So yeah, if anybody in here is not aware of those Facebook groups, feel free to look up those groups. I'm a part of both of the groups, and yeah, I'm having a little issues today with my putting. Hopefully my tournament round doesn't go bad because of it. So if you do try to go to those Elite or Legends Facebook groups, make sure you're answering the 3 questions to get into the groups. I know there's some weeding out going at, so if nobody knows who you are and you can't answer just basic questions about the game, you might not get into the group. But so just be sure to, it's real basic questions. Stuff like, how long does a silver chest take to unlock? So if you're in here, I'm sure you all know the answer to that question. Jeremy David is the best looking admin in Legends. In case you guys were wondering, feel free to look up his Facebook profile so you can see that awesome mugshot that he has. Oh man. Get up there. Just stopping short. Unlucky. So here we're going to do a couple more here. I have not done my round. My round is coming right after this. Daryl. So right now we are going to just give away a couple gift cards real quick to 3 people that beat me. So if you guys want to keep those Tour 4 requests coming in, I am doing 3 gift card giveaways here for basically all you have to do is get it closer to me on the shootout hole, and you will have the opportunity to win the jet. And here we're seeing Ian sending me a game request. As you can see, it pops up on the screen, and I hit after this. What that does is it probably locks him in to where, as long as we have a nice connection between one another, it kind of locks my K up temporarily. But as soon as I start that game with him, it'll free up my K, and somebody else can try to time it just right and get in on the giveaway here. So Just Jeremy ridiculous. So, in case you don't know, if there is somebody here who hits an albatross, like on this hole, they will win $20 gift card. Same goes for a hole-in-one, so hopefully somebody's able to take advantage of that. Nobody made one yesterday, so hopefully somebody can today and get a little bit lucky. I'm definitely a big fan of The Wire. That was a pretty good series. Very riveting. But yeah, that's what it's like growing up near Baltimore. Thankfully, I'm a little bit more in the burbs than that. And here we're about to go to shootout here. So good luck. Hopefully we can see hole-in-one here at the very least. Hopefully he's able to take home the prize here. Pull off a good shootout. Double. It's already a pretty nice prize as is, being as all you have to make it. I don't think I can double up for a dunk hole-in-one. You could argue that a hole-in-one on this is probably easier with a dunk. Depending on the wind. It's probably easier than trying to play it off the rough into the cup. I actually switched my bag, so I don't think I can go for this shot. I could probably just get it on the green with B52. It doesn't really have a lot of topspin. I think I might have like 4 bars. Should probably be using 5. Oh, wow. Wow. Let's just go for the dunk here. See if I can get it. Hopefully I underplayed that wind. Well, it looks like I did. Not quite. So there you're seeing. We have our first winner here. So feel free to reach out to me via PM here, and let me know if you're playing on Apple or Android, and I'll be able to take care of that card for you. Thanks for playing, and good luck to you in the tournament. Nothing but par 5s here. Just trying to have some fun, Logan. I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of good clubs from a lot of tournament success, so just trying to give back to you guys a little bit, and hopefully you guys can get a couple good clubs get that little gem boost to hopefully get your club up to the next level. Of course, the best place to take advantage of gems or you know, are the tournament packages, in my opinion. They give you the gems, they give you the balls. It's kind of like a nice tournament deal. One of the things that I always do is I always pick up the tournament packs. In fact, you'll see, like, I'll jump down to rookie. I did rookie on this account on Monday, and that let me, for $1.99, pick up 25 katanas and 500 gems. Pretty good, pretty decent deal, considering that any other time I won't be able to get a deal like that in game. So I usually take advantage of those tournament deals when they do that. Decent bang for your buck. Hey guys, nice to see you, Jack. And that was very close. We almost had an albatross there. That would have been awesome. Hey guys, feel free, if you're just joining, feel free to send me a Tour 4 invite. Of course, I'd shank it. I don't believe that I have a current request in my K, but if you guys send me a invite, then I should be able to play one of you next. Here we're about to go to shootout. And here we go. Somebody finally sent me one. So we are going to be going after this to another game for the opportunity to win some gems here. Well, basically gift cards to buy gems or buy whatever you want. Hey guys, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. I'm going to go a little unorthodox here and just bounce it off here. This is actually a good strategy if you want to do this with low winds. I usually play about 20% extra wind here, so instead of going like one ring, I might go like a ring and a half, or however the best I can get that. And as you see, it just kind of gracefully runs up to the hole. It's hard to do that with difficult winds, but anytime you have a simple wind like this, it's kind of a nice alternate method to hit it really close to the hole there. You can just use your ball guide to kind of set it up, and then hit the hole. Oh. So unfortunately, Ian wasn't able to hit that pin there. That would have been awesome had he been able to get that one. Oh, it looks like I lost my other game. So if somebody can send me another one real quick. Here we go. That was the guy. So I'm glad. Hopefully we have a good connection and I can get in game with him here. Here we go. That's good. So here you're seeing how it works is basically as soon as I start up a game, somebody can send me a new invite, and then I just hit after this, and he will be on deck as long as, you know, for some reason he doesn't. I think what happens maybe is, I don't know for sure, but if you go to another screen, you might get dropped. If you don't just kind of sit there and wait patiently, then it might kind of drop you out. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know if that's exactly what causes it. If, you know, you lose connection to me and you need to resend me another invite. But just be a little cautious of that in case that is what is kind of triggering. Like in case, as if you watch my feed from yesterday, there was a couple times where guys would, you know, lose their next K, like they were in my K and then it would drop and then somebody else would send me one and I'd have to accept it. Just something to keep in mind. I don't know if that's actually what causes it, but yes, exactly. Logan, you're such a troll. So here you're seeing Jeremy jump in. This is just kind of reiterates what I'm saying. Like there should be nobody should be able to come in my game. Because Kenneth I had in the K, but for some reason it got dropped. And I don't know why that happens. Going aggressive here. Hey Chris, what's up? Thanks for coming. No problem, Ian. Good luck in your tournament. If you guys haven't seen my posts in Elite or Legends, that's Golf Clash Elite or Legends on Facebook, two awesome Facebook groups that you guys should all be a part of. There is another way to win. If you don't win here, if you find my thread and type your name followed by the word in, you will be entered into a drawing for the opportunity to win a random prize via drawing. So good luck to all you guys out there. And that is nicely done. Rolls it in for Eagle here. Well played. Yeah, no problem. I saw you had a little bad break, so I figured I'd at least try to challenge myself a little bit. Wasn't able to get the dunk there. I'm going to do this one with a hook shot. So I was able to pull that off. Not sure how. Just kind of winged last second there. I'm assuming he should be able to sneak in here off this rough shot here. Come within 2 yards anyway. Should be able to get this one. Logan, isn't it past your bedtime? So in case you guys were wondering, Jeremy and Logan, they are part of Legends group. And Daryl, you put there whatever you want, whatever you think's funny, whatever you think the admins want to hear. And here's Jeremy. So there, we're seeing another winner there. So good luck in this match, and feel free to reach out to me via PM, and I will get you your gift card for winning. So congratulations. So this is Jeremy. This is one of the guys who runs Golf Clash Legends. What a dork. Just so you know, Jeremy, it's going to look bad when I tie you back here from the fairway. Oh, crap. Great ball. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, sure, no problem. Are you sure you sent, Alex, are you sure you sent a message to me? I just want to be sure that it is me, but, yeah, I'll check it. Was it a friend's request? I don't see anything right now. Did Jeremy make that or miss that? I can't tell. Whoops. So as you can see, I short hit that a little bit. Oh, yep, I got your friend's request. I'm assuming that I got your message then, so I will definitely check that out. But we still have some gift cards to give away here, so let's see if Jeremy can't pull off the win here via shootout. See what hole we get. I should have had that dunk. Short hit it. This hole is the worst. I think I might just have enough topspin to go this way. Just barely. One, two, three. Let's try it there. Not quite enough. I was worried about that. B52 just doesn't have the top spin to get there. Goliath does. Goliath is this is a club that I usually go for this. We'll be with the Goliath here. Of course, yesterday I was using Tsunami just because it's my new favorite. I just maxed it to a level 7 this week. It showed up in my shop, fortunately enough, and I'm super excited about that. Been waiting for that one a long time. And there, Jeremy just rolling past. It's going to come in here about 2 yards, 2 something. And there you have it. Jeremy sneaks in. Nice win. I'm going to play Kenneth here, and this is going to be the last one. Win or lose here. I'm pretty sure I'm at 3. You know, I'll still honor it if Kenneth wins here, no problem. No big deal. So, good luck to you, Kenneth. You just saw this hole played, so I got a little unlucky there, I feel. I should have had him, well, I thought he made the, wasn't paying attention. I was going for the eagle, but I short hipped that dunk attempt ever so slightly, just by ever so slight on the pullback. So one of the biggest tips that I can give you guys, especially if you're trying to dunk, make sure that when you're going for it, you pull the center of that ball into the center at least. I can give you a little tip here. I'll hit my drive to just give you so instead of going like right here, which is kind of dead center, I'll usually pull back like 1 extra like this, and that's usually enough to make the difference between not coming up short and just kind of hitting the back of the cup. So just a nice little dunk tip for you guys out there. Something that I've noticed about the game to keep you from short hitting those. That's really the only way that if you play good wind, the only way you're really going to miss it is on the front, slamming it into the pin. So so in case you guys are wondering, Logan is also one of the admins in Legends. So if you guys are in here and haven't Facebook requested that, then feel free to do that. And you know, the guys in Legends, I'm sure they'd be happy to have you. It's a pretty laid back group. It's kind of the more easygoing group. So I think you guys could really fit in there pretty well. So thank you guys for checking out my stream here. And I'm just going to hit this up here. Just a little bit of back spin here. Sorry for tea. I am going to end this and do my opening round after this, as still got a lot of streaming to do. So if you guys want to stick around, for my round, I'm going to live stream that for you guys. And I'm in the expert division, so if any of you other guys are in the expert division, then, you know, feel free to, you know, I'm going to kind of walk you guys through the shots as best as possible. And if you guys are a little questionable about a couple holes, then hopefully, you know, I can get a couple things to go, and you guys will be able to kind of shot copy me a bit. If I do something right, if I do something wrong, just look the other way. Don't pay any attention to those. So in case you guys haven't checked out the Elite or Legends that I was mentioning, I did provide an additional way for you guys to win some gift cards here. So if you get into one of those groups and find my posts, you can simply find the post where it says all you have to do is write your name, and aside from that, you just need to write the word "in" and your name in a comment, and you will be entered into a random drawing as well that I will stream for you guys and give you guys the opportunity to win an additional way later tonight sometime. Great ball. The wood is my weakest club, but that one wasn't too terrible. Even with a great ball, shoots out to the left a yard, not too bad. And I just snuck in. Crap. So, thanks for playing, Kenneth. Sorry that you couldn't sneak in there. I did not expect, especially when I great balled that, to be able to beat your shot. But like I mentioned before, if you're in the random drawing on Facebook that I'm going to do later today, then that is an additional way for you guys to win. And sorry I couldn't play everybody, but I am going to start my opening round now. So if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to set up my bag. Well, I think I already did that actually. This is what I'm going to use for the first hole with a berserker ball. So I'm going to set that up now. And thanks for being here, guys. I'm glad that I was able to give away some prizes there for you guys. And if you guys want to see me play some holes, feel free to what's the deal with the inboxes? I am live streaming, guys. I was going to check it after the live stream. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can put my link up. Yeah, absolutely. If that's what, so yeah, absolutely. You can put that, live feed up here. And, I'm going to be doing my opening, round now. And I did reply. So, sure, no problem. You can put that feed up, and like I said, I am going to be streaming here my opening round. And here I have my Apocalypse and hopefully wedges. That's kind of what I'll be doing here for hole number one. It's kind of the approach that I like for this one. So good luck to you guys. Yes, he did send me plenty of nudes, and they went straight to my trash box. I don't know why I keep telling them to send that when I'm not streaming. So thanks for all of you guys who are joining this stream here for my opening round. I am going to be putting together some shots for you guys, and hopefully put together half decent shots, show you guys what to do for the tournament here. Of course, there's always a there's always a possibility that this one's going to go in the water, so you just never know. But let's take a look here. 11.3 wind. I'm just going to kind of go at this straight up side spin on a berserker ball here. I always zoom out, and I'm going to start my aim right about here. This is an entire bullseye's worth to the left, and then I usually go 2.5 on top of, so there's an additional 2 bullseyes, and then another at least 5 rings just to be safe on the cautious side. Oh, crap, I don't think I have my rotation app on. Hopefully this isn't too, I'm sure it's probably going to be very right. I'm going to have to just go for it now. I have to make some adjustments on the back. So as you're seeing, I don't have landscape mode on, and that's why you're seeing me not be able to pull that off there. So the difference between distance-wise with no landscape, you're seeing me put it in the bunker there, but hopefully I can get that to pop up into the hole there, and I'll make sure for the back 9 that I put that on, because I'm going to need it for that shot. The landscape mode is for Android app, and it lets you curl it a little bit farther. You get to take advantage of the 100% curl instead of about the 30 to 40 that I just tried. I only had 30 or 40 curl on my phone without going into landscape mode, and that's why you're seeing that come up short. So hopefully I can make the adjustment here and still get this to fall. We are about a 1/4 club here. So here you're going to see me go about 2 ring adjustment. And of course, the most critical part is perfect ball. And there you're seeing me still able to roll this in from the bunker. You hit perfect ball, you can still make your shots. You don't, you can't. That's basically what it comes down to. So I got a little lucky there because I didn't have my rotation app on, but I was still able to pick up that. So still okay. Tragedy avoided. I did not get that in my qualification round, so I am happy to have that here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to get that one still, because I messed up that drive so bad by not putting my landscape app on. I had to just go with it. I didn't even have enough time to readjust the aim. I was getting too short. So for this hole, I like to do Santa ball. So you're going to see me always kind of go back to my bag here. Of course, I have sniper on. I made this yesterday with, oh, I should have been clearing out some chests here. I made this yesterday in a shootout, and I'm going to use that same approach because I haven't made it any other way. But yesterday I was just kind of messing around and did it with a shootout. And I'm going to play this very similarly. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here as well, checking out my stream. Hopefully I can get a couple more things to go the right way for me. So the way that I played this successfully via shootout was more like this, and I'm going to try to do it similarly. Now, when you're adjusting for your wind here on this hole, I always like to set up, you know, like maybe like a box to the left here, and also this plays very downhill. So instead of going 6 rings, which you would usually go for the sniper, I'm going to go at least a good 7, at least. And let's see, hopefully I can get perfect ball, and hopefully I give this at least a chance to go in. Just ever so slightly over adjustment, but you're going to see me probably keep that general approach to this hole, because like I mentioned, I did get it exactly like that yesterday in a shootout, right after missing the hole-in-one on hole 7. I missed it on 7 and went directly to shootouts and made that hole, this hole, like that. So that's going to be my method of operation for this hole. And you see, I went at least an extra ring there. Like if it was a 6.1 ring, I feel like I went at least 7, at least into that, somewhere into that 8th ring, and it was just ever so slightly too much. No, I did not catch that entire question. I saw it pop up, but I didn't get to check the entire thing that you just said there. What are the names? I'm not sure I understand your question. If there's any way that you could just repeat that, hopefully I'd be able to answer that better for you. But thank you guys for everybody who has made it to my stream here. I hate going to par 3 shootout after I just played a par 3. This is the worst. Okay, it looks like the rest of you guys seem to understand what's going on, so thank you. Appreciate you guys answering. So what I like to do here is I like to set up in the dark square. There's a ring of dark square to the right of the hole where there's a very nice hill. And I like to put my target line similar to there. Now, one of the things that you always want to keep in mind, when you're playing is the way that the wind is going to affect your ball. So I usually play about 2.5 backspin on this spot, but I'm going to put ever so slightly some right spin. And instead of using 2.5, I'm going to use 2 backspin, because I know that since it's into the wind like this, the wind is going to affect it just ever so slightly differently. And then I'll just go to play my 6 rings. I always play this hole at max distance. So max distance for sniper is 1 per ring. So I'm going to go 6 rings here. And see if I can't get some magic on this one. It's coming in just a little slow. And see, this is the reason that I mentioned that I take off that backspin when you're into the wind, and vice versa. If you are downwind, I usually put more backspin on. So like I mentioned, I'd usually go 2.5 rings there. There I went 2 backspin. I should have went 1.34, and it would have probably been pretty perfect when you're looking at those bars of backspin. I definitely like what you're mentioning, Hitman. I do like having an accurate driver on there. So I definitely like rock for Tour 9. It really can help you, and definitely sniper. Saturn could be a little iffy. There's some shootouts like that one that we just kept playing where you need just a little bit. That one that we kept playing that was on the island. Saturn's pretty hard in Tour 9 for that because it doesn't have enough distance. So you really need Goliath for that for your Tour 9. Alrighty, so let me see if I can't get my chest ready. And of course you see that I always go to my bag here, make sure that I have the clubs that I want to play with. and then put on the appropriate ball. I know I am going to go at this with a Kingmaker off the tee. I am trying to position it in the second fairway somewhere to make it easy to make a short iron shot. So one of the things that I've done a couple times is put it in between clubs. So you might want to be careful if you are setting up a tee shot on this hole. You want to make sure that no matter what, foremost, you either kind of lay it back a little bit in the fairway or you shoot it towards the end of that second fairway. So if you can't shoot it towards that end of the second fairway, you might want to just try to keep your ball somewhere in the middle. I have unfortunately been in between clubs 2 times practicing this hole with this account. So, and when you go in between clubs, it makes it real hard to make your adjustments. So it might just be something to keep in mind, as it can be a bit of a challenge, and that should put him hopefully right towards kind of the beginning of the long iron, and he won't be in between clubs. But that is getting close to that distance that I was just mentioning. And one of the things that I try to do here is try to stay a little aggressive on the left and then just use just a little bit of curl back here. Oh, that's going to be too left, I think. It might graze the trees. I think it might hold onto the fairway, but I might graze the trees. So it just shows you kind of how you have to be with your perfect ball timing. Can be crucial, because you're seeing me be a little bit late there on my timing, and I'm going to be very close. I do think being on the left side there, I might just be close enough to short iron range. So let's see if he can't get the albatross here. What I like to do with my long iron here is about 1 backspin. I typically like to play about 3 on most holes for my long iron shot, but since there's a huge hill here, it just kind of dies into the hill. So I take off some of that backspin. I'd probably only use about maybe like a bar if I was trying to, and here you see it just kind of runs out, and that's why I take off some of that spin so it doesn't stop. I don't want to come up short and give myself no chance at the albatross. And here you see I still did make it to short iron range, which I am happy about. With the short iron, it's a little bit different. I have been using topspin on a short iron because, as you can see, just the way that it kind of sets up. And you see I am more towards my max distance claw here. So you are going to see me set up kind of to the left edge of the cup here. Play my adjustment more towards max distance, which is about 1.5 per ring. I'll go just a little bit under that, as I think that might be a little bit too much of an over adjustment, especially when you're pulling straight back. Up. My screen there seemed a little bit laggy. I think I'm going to miss it to the right. My shot arrow seemed a little bit laggy, so my timing was a little fast there. If I had perfect ball, I think I might have got that one. That's awesome. 125 people. That's pretty. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it. I have not had 125 people in any feed, so that's awesome. I think I might have had this one if I hit perfect ball there. My arrows seem to be a little laggy there for some reason. I usually don't see that, especially on short iron. Oh wow, so this is very similar wind to what we actually have for the tournament here. So this will give me a nice opportunity to practice this one. And what you're going to see me do, since it's a little bit more downwind, is, I'll set up a little bit short of the hole here. Here you can see that the ball trail is not running out since it's downwind. I'm assuming that the ball is going to jump forward a little bit more when I actually go to actually hit this shot. And like I mentioned, instead of going kind of at min club here, that's the problem with the Kingmaker. You're going to see me try to take off just a little bit. Oh, you know what? When I went down to B52, I didn't readjust. So B52 doesn't have that backspin that my long iron does, and I forgot to reset my spin. So that's why you're seeing that come in so fast. It shouldn't have came in that fast. It's because when you club down like that, whatever the max that backspin has, it becomes reapplied to the wood. So since my B52 only has maybe like 4 bars of backspin, and I was playing a shot that was like 5.5 or 6, you're seeing me not be able to get that backspin without, you have to go back to the club and reapply it when you accidentally club down like that. So something to keep in mind for the future. I'm assuming, you know, I'm probably losing this shootout. It would have been nice to see where that ball ended up though, because it was very similar to the tournament win, and it would have just gave me kind of like a reset point to just see if you know, my aim is kind of the way where I want it for when I see that on the back 9. But let's see if we can't set up hole 4 and get this one. So with this one, I like to do a turkey ball. Add just a little bit of well, I really honestly just don't want to run out of Santa balls. So if you have Santa balls, feel free to use those. If you played any of the tournaments, I just don't want to run out of those balls. So I'm trying to be a little bit more sparing with those. And you're going to see me go turkey ball here. And turkey ball, sniper. So the only thing I need to make sure, you know, turkey ball and sniper. Those are the only 2 clubs I'll need for this hole, besides the putter, of course. Hopefully no putter. Hopefully at least one of us makes this, would be ideal. And as I previously stated when we got this in the shootout the other time on hole 2, I like to do about 2.5 bars of backspin on this hole and just kind of run it into that face right on the very front of the green. So that's where you're going to see me set up this shot here. And like I mentioned also last time, is I like to put it into this dark shadow here on the green. So you see how my ball trail is kind of right on that dark. This is how I like to set up. And then in addition to this, since it's kind of a right to left wind, you're going to see me take this spot, and I'm just going to ever so slightly side spin it on top of that, because the way that the wind is pointed right to left, it's going to cause my ball to come in left of that ball trail that you saw that I set up on. So what that side spin is going to do is it's going to kind of counter those effects and hopefully keep it more on its line, and hopefully we can, just stopped it short. So just a little, either a little too much on the backspin or just a hair on the over adjustment there. I might have just went maybe a half ring too far on my adjustment, and it caught just a little bit too much of the hill and slowed itself down. But one of the reasons that you see me put on, you know, I save my turkey balls, Santa balls, whatever, I save them all for tournaments, for opportunities like this. Is it easier to adjust on 5 miles per hour or 9 miles per hour? And if I want to try to make the hole-in-one, I like to do it with 5 miles per hour. It just makes your life a lot easier. So definitely just one of those strategies that I like to use for the tournament. And, you know, it's all about getting those hole-in-ones or albatrosses, or every little stroke counts come tournament time. So it's always something to be thinking about. So any little bit of edge that I can get, you know, I save, like I just keep all these balls, the really, really, really good ones, for tournament play only. I don't even bother bringing them out in friendlies. And that's just something that I just have a whole bunch of, like the globes, when they let you win those in a tournament or something like that, or Berserker, of course. You know, I played a whole bunch of master tournaments early on, and, you know, would just collectively kind of build up a collection of those. And now I still have a pretty good amount in my bag that I just kind of hold on. I'll break them out from time to time because I have so many. But you see where I only have like 20 Santas or like 40 turkeys. I'm very, very stingy with those balls. Never pour them out. Never pull them out in regular play. That's just something that I do. So wow, they were seeing it just hit the fairway on the very top corner. I do not like going for that fairway at all because of the inconsistent bounces you get off of it. So what you're going to see me do, well, I do one of two things. I'll either take it off of here, or I'll go for this little speck of rough there. But here you're going to see me set up more towards the front of the fairway. I do tend to play more towards, you go this way. Just doesn't seem with the turkey ball that I have the side spin that I want. So you're going to see me set up just a little bit short of the hole here, go more towards max ring adjustment here. So I'll go, you know, the full 6 rings, which would be, you know, playing at 1 per ring, which is at max distance. The max distance number seems to be very good for the adjustment on this hole. So, and as you're seeing, I'm coming up short there. I didn't hit the best so good luck to John out there. A little unlucky with his tee shot. And you're seeing me able to sneak in that shootout win there with just a mediocre approach. Let me set up. Chances are on 5 I'm going to go with a globe here. And I am going to put on some better, thanks guys, thanks. Appreciate that. I'm going to set up my bag just in case tragedy happens. If you look at Machete here, it has 100 backspin. You're going to see me set that up. And why not? I'm going to set up Houdini as well. Why not? 70 accuracy. 94. I'm going to do it like this. And of course, you know, sometimes I like clearing out my chest, opening up that spot so I can get another tournament chest here if I can win a shootout. Always a good strategy come tournament time. Winning those high chests can give you guys some good cards. So I'm almost getting to the point that I don't need a lot of upgrades anymore. So I've been kind of backing off a little bit on that, but especially if your account is low, it's definitely a good strategy to think about. Is if your clubs are kind of on the low side. Hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm glad you guys could make it. I'm going to try to set up this drive over here, aim a little bit away from the right a bit, and just try to curl it back in here. And let's see if I can't make it to that second fairway here. Just caught the bunker there. So I have not got to that second fairway yet, but I keep trying. And as you notice, I put Machete on. And what Machete is going to allow me to do from there is it's hopefully going to provide an opportunity for me to at least give it a run here to possibly make it. I'm still waiting for my first time to get in that fairway, that second fairway up there. I've not made it yet. So here, as you can see, Machete has plenty of distance to get there, but it has this full backspin. As you can see, you know, even for me to make this, though, I have to get very aggressive, and I'm not sure if it's worth getting that aggressive here, because if I hit that surface, for instance, it might cost me the hole. So I got to keep that in mind. You're going to see me be a little stingy with the way that I play this. It'll be just over 2 rings. I'm going to be very careful here. Oh, I would have lined that up a little bit better. It looked pretty good distance-wise. So, in case you guys who are new here haven't seen any of the videos that I've put out, I have a sand wedge rough iron wedge guide that is titled, it's on my YouTube channel, it's titled with those clubs in it. It's the only one on my page. Thanks, Logan, for checking this out. Catch up with you tomorrow morning. So good luck. And but as I was mentioning about that video that I have, it's basically a video I put together to kind of help you guys estimate distance when you're in between clubs like that, on those clubs that don't have min distances. I put together a guide that kind of walks you through a way to kind of estimate that. So if you have not checked out that video, feel free to go to that. And I think it'll really increase your performance with your rough iron, sand iron, and wedge play, as they can be kind of challenging to try to figure out distance. So I kind of developed a method that just kind of helps estimate that a little bit better for you guys. So feel free to check that out. It is on my YouTube, like I mentioned, and has those 3 clubs in the title. It is the only video that has that in the title. So that is the easiest way to find it, would just be to search my videos and put in one of those clubs, and it should be the only video that pops up. And it'll kind of walk through as how I determined how many rings I was going to go there. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys were able to make it to this stream. Hopefully I can get a couple shots to fall. That one is really, really good. Oh, jeez. That one was really good. I gotta see if I can follow that up. I have globe on, which is going to make my life extremely challenging here. So again, how I mentioned previously, I tried to set up in that dark patch right there as kind of my aim. But now you can see how much wind that I have to the side here with left to right. So you're going to see me take this spot, and then I'm just going to kind of put some side spin on to try to counter that. And then I'll just play my max distance, which will be 11 rings from that point. About there, give or take. Let's see if I can't. I was early with my timing there. That's probably going to hurt me more than it helps me. But let's check it out. Yep. So as you can see, as I might have done an under adjustment anyway, so even if I hit perfect ball there, I'm assuming I did not go enough correction. But this just kind of reiterates that point that I was showing you guys there, that how much your ball trail changes from the time that you actually hit to the time that it lands. That just kind of gives you an idea as to because I still went the 11 rings there, which is more at max club distance, and put that counter spin on to just kind of counter the effects of the wind, and it still wasn't enough. You know, one ring over on my great ball wasn't going to change that. You needed to go that much more with the adjustment to keep that thing online. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what the wind is actually like. Yep, the ring method can be a tricky beast to kind of master. Sometimes the best is just to kind of establish a point that you want to wing it and just go for it that way. So here I'm going to put my Nirvana back on just in case. I am going to put my Spitfire on just in case. You just never know where you're going to land it. Hello. Greetings from Nepal. That's great. I'm glad you could make it here. Check out some of my round. Hopefully I can get a couple things going here. And I have my bag kind of set up for distance here, just in case my drive doesn't go the way that I want it to, that I'm going to have some kind of bailout plan. Actually, let me back out of this real quick. I need to get this landscape app on. So let me put this on real quick. This is in the Google Play Store. It allows you to rotate your screen for Android devices. And so you're going to see me set up a shot here off the tee that takes advantage of that so I can get the curl. That little bit of extra curl, as you noticed, maybe if you saw my first tee shot there, was the difference between me able to get aggressively over the water there on my land and completely mess up the shot. So here you're going to see kind of the similar thing. You see how that fairway curves very aggressively to the left? So I'm going to play a very aggressive left hook in order to try to shoot it down the left fairway there. Is what you're going to see me do here. The only thing that happens when you go into the landscape mode and flip the screen is it makes your screen kind of very tiny. And there you're seeing it just, and this is the reason that I put my Nirvana back on, just in case I do the exact same thing. So it's just kind of to protect me, to be able to hopefully still get to the green in case I do that exact same thing. So here you're going to just see me kind of set up. You know, I'm trying to visualize up there 11 rings down from the target line as to where my ball's going to land. And I'm just trying to, you know, visualize a landing zone and then kind of setting up for that aim. Man, my screen's not rotating. Here, let me see if I can get back in here real quick. And here you're going to see me aggressively, and you saw me hit the rough there. Same thing. You know, I'm trying to stay away from the trees a little bit, keep it out of trouble. And plus I hit a great ball to the left, I believe. But not too bad overall. It just kind of makes a tough angle if you don't get it down there full to the end of the fairway. It makes trying to get this albatross probably too risky. So you're going to see me, I'll probably do some kind of curl. I should have put on a better iron as a safety net just in case I did that. But that's the first time that I've hit that, so I wasn't really thinking about it. So what you're going to see me do is just kind of try to curl it. I don't have the best club for this next shot, unfortunately. But let's see what I can do. Going to play this very risky. Very, very risky. So So I'm going to kind of set up here as my adjustment, and I'll come back an additional at least 10-15 rings from there with my B52. In addition to that, I am going to give myself quite a bit of room to hit a hook here. I really do not practice this shot with long irons, so I really don't even know if that's enough. I'm just trying to be careful to not hit the rough so I can still get it over towards the hole and make it. Hey guys, hey Tommy, glad to see you. I'm glad to see everybody who made it to my stream here. It's one of my best showings here. This is awesome. Let's see if I can't get a couple shots for you guys. It's always harder for me the first time through. So hopefully on the back nine I do better. Well played there. So there you're seeing an eagle. You're probably going to see me go for a dunk when I'm this close. And one of the things that I'll do, this is kind of in that video that I mentioned previously, is just for estimating distances here. I just try to, figure out where I'm looking in terms of lengthwise. And I do believe that it is well within range that I only need a couple rings here. So you're going to see me kind of put it right off the edge of the hole, not too much more for my adjustment for this dunk. And here I am going to set up for the dunk and get that one to drop. No harm done with that mistake on the drive. Back on track here. Another challenging shootout. It's a little bit different with the iron here. I usually go no spin, but since it's so downwind here, I'm going to actually do spin. Let me try a bar and a half here. I'm going to set up still in this dark circle that I mentioned here. This shot I'm gonna do just a little bit differently though. So here I'm gonna go at least for sure 15 rings that I know of, maybe even a little bit more, 17. And then, but this time I'm just gonna use curl back to kind of straighten out my line. Let's see if I can't get that. Nope, still didn't take off enough rings. That's the thing about B52, is it plays well under 1 per ring. And I still haven't, taken the time to figure out exactly what it plays in terms, if you're using the ring method. And of course, having global in there does not make my life easy, but you could see, I forgot what I said I went there, but I know I went at least 18 rings there, and it still wasn't enough. So, like I said, I haven't mapped out B52 to actually use it well with the ring system yet. I just got into B52 about 2 weeks ago, to where I started using it as a club that I actually have in my bag, because I had just gotten it up to a point, until it gets to a 6, it really doesn't have enough spin for you to actually use. So, I've been kind of staying away from it for the most part. It's a little unlucky there, but he is good. He is good to take down the win. And we are going to get to the next hole. Good luck to him on future holes. Let's see if I can't set up my bag for hole 7. This is another hole that you are going to see me pull out the turkey ball. Yes, Chris, that is 100% true. You're looking at about 4 to 5 miles per hour extra on the winds. Same tee box, everything else very similar. Same tee box, just a little bit stronger winds. And here for this hole, we are going to go at it with a sniper. We are going to go at this very aggressively. I'm going to let you know that right off the bat. I'm going to try to map this shot out for you. I haven't messed it up yet, so let's hope that trend continues. But this can be a very, very challenging shot, so I'm going to do the best that I can to kind of help you guys through this one. I have tried it a couple times with Kingmaker. It's a little risky. Yeah, I am kind of getting distracted, but I don't really feel like pulling it up on a different device, so I'm just going with it. That's awesome. Congrats, John. That's great. Glad to see you guys working through the tournament, having some success. You know, it's always about improving, and that's kind of what my YouTube channel is kind of dedicated to, is helping you guys get to those goals that you guys may have. So if you haven't checked out my channel yet, feel free to do so. I have a lot of great tips for you guys. Hope that you can take advantage of. And here, as I was mentioning, I'm going to go very aggressive with this. I really want to go for the hole-in-one here. The first tip that I want to give you guys, if you guys are going to go for this shot, is to make sure that you set up on the very front of this fringe here. That's the first tip. So you can kind of see, you know, I'm very aggressive. If you hit a great ball, you can end up in that bunker. So you're going to see me pull it very, very aggressively towards the front here. And then in addition to that, I will play about, you know, max distance win here. So, you know, you're going to see me go 5 rings, just a hair more, and hopefully get my perfect ball. Nope. So I expect, yep, that's the first time. So that's the reason that, you know, I'm not too terribly worried about being long. The thing that I want to do is avoid the tragedy in the bunker. So that's why you actually see me set up so aggressively on the front. That's the first time that I've missed it, but you see that it keeps me on the green. So it took away my hole-in-one chance, but as you see, I hit a great ball anyway. So I'm assuming, you know, that is part of the problem of why I missed it to begin with. But you see that I set up to basically, you know, bail out, not in the bunker. Because I can make the putt. I could still make the sand shot, but would you rather be in the sand or the green? And for me, I'd just rather, you know, beat it through and miss the rough and hit the fairway. I'll still be okay. So here you're seeing another long shot, but hopefully he can get that pitch as well. So here you're seeing me roll in the putt from the back of the green. I have a little weird thing happening with my ball guide there. Well, first off, I've never been back there, but thanks guys. Glad to still make that putt, you know, avoid the tragedy, but give myself, you know, a nice easy look at hole-in-one there. If you play the rings just perfectly and hit that rough patch, it just shoots right down at the hole. Thanks guys, thanks. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it, guys. Unfortunately, Jeff wasn't able to roll his in, so I'm going to pick up that, unfortunately. And we are going to 8, and I am going to be definitely, Jeremy, I am going to be going at the green for sure. No question about that. And hopefully I can pick up this one, because I've kind of had a sloppy front 9 here. Just kind of hanging on. Not doing too much right on this side. But usually, after my first time of messing up, I do pretty good on the back. So hopefully I can get things going. And there you see me setting up my bag. I'm going to just clear out another chest here. try to pick up another gold chest. And I might just stop after I get another gold chest. Who knows, I might even have a platinum coming up as well. It'd be nice to always get that. Yep, always go right on 8. That's some good advice. Of course, you got to make sure that you have the club for it. If you have a 13 to 14 mile per hour wind, I would say, extra mile 8, 7 or POC 4. If your wind's not that high, I would actually say, you might want to pull from that left side. I did make this yesterday with an POC 4 from the fairway and a turkey ball dunk. So going out there the straight route, you can still get it. You only have to play like a 5 wind with the turkey ball. So just something to keep in mind in case your guys' bag is a little bit weaker. I've just been fortunate to have a lot of tournament success to really help progress my clubs to a great level. And let's see what I can draw here for a wind, because I am definitely going straight at the green here. So this is the first time that we're seeing it kind of get in between clubs here, and I just want to try something. I've never tried this yet, and I just want to see what happens. If you want to see what I'm doing with my spin there, I'm going to try to intentionally land it on the fairway and backspin it. And I have not tried this yet, but I want to see what happens if I do, because I think I might hit the fairway here. And there you're seeing perfect ball. Hopefully it hits the fairway so we can actually figure out what the crap is. Nope, I missed it by an inch. Unbelievable. I really wanted to see what that did. So I could have played this a little bit safer and played it out to the right and had a fairway pitch. But I really wanted to bank it off that fairway there and see if it just pops right over the bunker and gives you a shot right at the hole. Yep, I do believe it is dunk time. So hopefully I can pull it off. I have not been in this sand yet, so I'm a little worried about this shot. I should have put on a better... I should have been thinking here. I should have put Houdini back on. But I think I have enough on my Spitfire to hold the green, so I'm not too worried about it, and I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable with Spitfire. Just my usual bag, so what you're going to see me do here is just kind of a distance estimation. And again, if you want to know more about this method, I do have a very nice post about it on my YouTube that I can gladly give you guys. I am going to play it right about 2 rings here, maybe a little bit less. See if I can't get this. Ah, great ball. So with great ball, you're going to always miss right if you play proper wind or left. If you look at the tolerance on the shot that you're set... Jeez, Logan. So if you look at the the bullseye on your shot circle, when you're setting up for those shots, anytime that the bullseye is larger than the hole, that means you cannot make it without perfect ball. So you're basically shooting for a perfect ball, hopefully that you get it. And on top of that, make sure that you're playing good wind. And here you're seeing me miss 8, unfortunately. But hopefully I can get hole 9 for Albatross, kind of finish on a positive note. This has just been kind of a sloppy 9 for me, so I'm really hoping that I can get things going on the back 9 here. Just kind of scrambling a little bit too much. I'm going to set up my set up to hopefully do a couple things, get a couple shots to fall on the back nine for me. I'm not sure if you guys are on any of the Facebook groups, but there's a couple of the admins in here from Golf Clash Elite and Golf Clash Legends. Those are two very good Facebook groups that if you guys have not checked out, you should look into doing that. Unfortunately, I had some problems with Tour 10 last night, Jeremy. It was a grind for me last night. Didn't have the best luck. So what I typically do on this hole is kind of like an over adjustment. Can you go to the left side with? So I missed that question. Were you mentioning slicing it on 8? It's a little bit harder to get to the green if you're going for a full slice there. You won't make the green if you go for a full slice, but you can get it in front for a pitch if you do it. But it's very challenging. As you can see, the way that I did it was more straightforward, super easy to do, no real risk. The out of bounds isn't really in play as long as you put on the right balls. Here you're going to see me berserker. I'm going to put my hammerhead on because it has a couple more yards than sniper does. I'm going to free up another chest spot here. Hopefully get a gold chest up in that spot. That's kind of what I'm going for. Let's hope I can get something going here. In my opening round, on my guest account and main account, or on my qualification round, I was able to get 14 under on both 9s. So I'm really hoping to pop the albatross in here to kind of keep that consistency trend going. I have not got this hole yet, but I've had some good success with it, so hopefully I can get things going here pretty soon. One of the things that I want to mention to you guys, if you are setting up to hit a berserker or globe on this hole, thanks Gonzalo for showing up. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully I see you guys soon. If if time, if you guys have to run, that's cool. But thanks for showing up. No problem. Hopefully I can get a couple good shots in here for you guys, so you can kind of set up your own tournament shots, figure out some strategy. One of the things that I want to briefly touch on for this drive here is, I think in terms of a landing zone, you want to watch how aggressively you go on the right here. The fairway really doesn't open up too well. You're going to see me go at this with right spin, right top spin here. But for a landing zone, I'm trying to land this more left and use curl to kind of shoot it up through that gap. What I've seen a couple guys do is land in that bunker over there on the right. And to kind of protect doing that, you're going to see me set up much more left for my land. And there you're kind of seeing, even with a couple great balls left, I'm still good. All you have to do is make sure that first bounce hits that fairway with some curl, and you keep yourself out of trouble. I had quite a bit of tolerance there. When you set up left, it really gets you up there nice. I'm actually too far. I don't even want to be that far. I don't think I've played up there yet, so this is going to be interesting. And one of the things that I suggest for this second shot here, if you are able to get it up, somewhere to where you can, if you don't have quite as much power as me, that's fine. You can go at it with a globe, get down there farther. Thanks, guys. Thanks. And I might be in between clubs here. I should have set up my bag a little bit different, but I have yet to hit it up to... That's the reason that I have Berserker on, is to make sure that I'm on my wood. And this is going to be the case that I might not be to the wood. What I like to do here is I like to kind of use the backstop behind the pin here. And wow. So, wow. Just another thing that I did wrong. So I'm going to need to estimate this, what to do, because this is the first time that I have had to do this with a long iron. But again, I'm going to try to set up to hopefully use the backstop up there. And I'm just trying to visualize about 10 rings up, well, even more than that, 12 rings up for B52. It's going to land super long. I'm just trying to visualize, 12 rings up about as my landing zone. I'm going to add just a touch of curl, get the ball moving towards the hole, and land it off the fairway. Hopefully get it up this hill. The great ball is going to keep it out to the left, though. You want to get more up that hill than I did, but again, with not knowing, as the first time that I've had a long iron shot there, I wanted to, if anything, be a little bit cautious, because I know that the way that B52 likes to play, it's like way under 1 per ring. It's like 0.8 or something. I just wanted to be very careful. But you want to get it up to the back of that hill there and just let it fall right down. Thanks, guys. And if you can get it right to the top of that green up there, then it funnels right back to the hole, and it makes it back to the cup. What you're seeing me do is I didn't get it up on that backstop enough, and it didn't even come down to even give it a chance for albatross, unfortunately. Ugh, unlucky. Feel bad for this guy. It would have been nice to have that eagle there. And like you see, my ball just kind of stopped a little bit short. And if you want to keep your ball from doing that, you can use a little bit more of that backstop. Get it a little bit more aggressive. I hit a relatively good shot on my last... if you want to go to my YouTube and check out my expert qualification shot, you should be able to find that. And I hit a decent attempt at it, and it'll really show you kind of how what you're looking for in terms of for that second shot. So here, let me just make sure. Okay, so I just wanted to rotate the screen here because last time I completely butchered this shot. You are going to see me go to the back 9. I am going to do the exact same approach that I was trying to do before. And I am going to try to go at it with the Berserker again. And this time I'm going to make sure that my landscape mode is fully functional. And you're going to see just the difference between the two videos. You're going to get to see. I'm sure you'll be okay, Chris. So here you're going to see me do very similarly. No backspin, no topspin, just side spin. And same setup. Whoa. You know what? I feel like my wind's pointed down more now. I'm going to put some backspin on. I don't know if I've gone first, but it just seems like it's pointing way too far down for my liking here. So I'm going to set up more around here. And then I'm going to play, 2.5 bullseyes, kind of like what I mentioned before, that I like to go. And go for a full slice here. And this is just going to kind of give you an idea. Oh, shouldn't have backspun it. Decision cost me. But there you're seeing a much more aggressive line. I felt that, you know, going first, I think this is the first time that I have gone first. It looked like the wind was just pointed more downwind. So I was a little afraid of coming in way too hot. So you saw me put that last touch of backspin there, and it cost me. But that just goes to show you what landscape mode actually does for your ball. Because when you saw me do it the first time with no landscape mode, remember how I was just dribbling up to the bunker? That ball was going to go over the green if I hit the same shot. So now, back on the tee here again. We've got to see if I can't improve from that. And now the wind's a little bit less. I'm going to just put some topspin on it. And I'm going to set up to do a very similar shot here. You know, I'm looking at an entire bullseye just for that wind. So right there I just played the wind just to try to get it figured out how much I want to play just for that wind, and then I'll go 2.5 bullseyes worth of aim on top of that wind, and then we'll regroup here and go for another hook, and hopefully this time it gets over the bunker, over the water. And here you're seeing it pop right up a little bit better, so I should still have my birdie. That's kind of the goal that I'm going for there, is just to kind of beat it into that hill, or at the very least make it hit the fairway. But you definitely want to try to run it into that face when you do that shot. It's okay, Brian. I don't mind going for the risky shot. I'd rather play it aggressive and try to get the shot to go in than play it super safe. And I don't mind hitting the water. It's not a big deal to me. So hopefully I can get a couple aces going here, and we'll regroup and just pretend that I you know, missed my pitch. Thanks, guys. And one of the things that you're seeing me do with that putt, since I was kind of getting to kind of a mid-distance there, you're seeing me kind of put it towards the left edge of the cup a little bit. I naturally tend to release my putts early. So to kind of make sure that, you know, I don't lip out the putt, since I release early naturally, like I just kind of line up a little bit left just in case I great ball it short. It just kind of goes more in the middle of the cup, just as a safety precaution. I'll only great ball left a putt maybe 1 out of 100 times. So it's a very low percentage shot for me. Whereas a great ball to the right, I'll probably do about 10 out of 100 at least. So that's one of the reasons that you're kind of see me kind of cheat the hole a little bit. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. First time I've done this hole right, unfortunately. So here you're going to see me set up, you know, before I start to adjust, I'm going to be right and to the long side of the cup. And I'm going to go at least, you know, 10 rings. And like I mentioned before, you know, I'm going to go at least an extra 20% on top of that, at least an extra 2 rings when I'm aiming stuff like this, because of the wind effects that you're going to see that the ball take here. And you're seeing this is still coming up short. It's still not to the hole. So this just kind of gives you an idea of how much the wind actually plays, and how much you need to consider that when you're doing your adjustments. Because you saw me set up long and to the right there, plus go at least 12, maybe even 13 rings, and I still came up short. So on that last one, Steven, if that's what you're talking about, I didn't use any topspin, but depending on what club you have, As long as you have an Apoc 5, you can do it just like I did. On my other account, I have an Apoc 4, and I used, I think, full top spin. Or, no, I didn't. That's a lie. It was maybe a bar and a quarter of top spin on Apoc 4, which would probably be, extra mile. You probably want to go full top spin because it doesn't have the curl. So that's the one thing that you got to keep in mind is, and you can see the difference between my hole 1 play and my hole 10 play. Hole 1, I did it with less curl, and notice how short the ball went. Second time, I played it with landscape curl, and see how far it went? So with extra mile, you can't go extra mile doesn't have landscape mode because it tops out at like 40 curl anyway. So whether you have it on or not, for a driver like that, or Thor's hammer, it's not going to do anything. So it's only Apocalypse and quarterback. Quarterback and rock, you can also do that same kind of slingshot thing with the landscape mode there. And here you're going to reset. I'm going to reset up Sniper here. We're going to set up Santa Ball. Remember, that's how I did it last time. Almost got it. So, and as you can see, what's that say, 13? 13 balls. So that's one of the biggest reasons you see me not using too many of those. Those are going to run out, unfortunately. Hopefully Playademic puts out some more balls like that because I desperately need them. So let's take a look at this next hole. Should only need a 3 wood and your ball for this one. Hopefully you guys can get the ace. I need to start doing some things right here because my round's just kind of all over the place. This isn't the very best stream for you guys, but at least I'm showing you guys what not to do. Don't do what I do. Don't do as me and you'll be good. So hopefully I can get this ace. This is strange that this guy came in and isn't here. Not exactly sure what's going on with this guy. It's unfortunate. That's very awkward. I just don't... It's unfortunate for that guy. So again, you're going to see me set up very similarly to what you saw me do last time. Going to ever so slightly kind of set up to the right, left and short of the hole here. In addition to setting up like this, I am going to, on top of that, play at least probably an extra ring on top of this as well. So instead of going 6 rings, I'm going to go 7. And hopefully we can get this hole. Gonna need perfect ball, I feel. One time. Give it to me. Not enough. Not enough. Needed one more ring, it looks like. Or I could have just great balled it left. I love those great ball hole-in-ones. Oh, man. So you see me go just left on my first attempt, and then, I freak out and under adjust my second time and go right. It's just kind of the way that it goes for me in the tournament. Can't ever get those adjustments quite where they need to be. I'm actually surprised I haven't made one on a shootout yet, but for the most part I'm playing with a lot of globes, and shootouts are kind of impossible with globes. I'd have to get rid of my B-52. I just do not know how to play a B-52 yet. I have not taken the time to actually map out how to play B-52 yet. I have only been playing with it for about 2 weeks now. And just had other things going on in terms of putting out strategy guides for you guys. And I've got you guys a whole bunch of shootouts. If you guys haven't checked those out, I've recently added Tour 6, Tour 7, Tour 9, and Tour 11 very extensively. So if you guys haven't seen those, you can go to my YouTube page and you can search in my playlists, and I have quite a few playlists set up for you guys that you guys can check out, and they're there for you guys to kind of master the shootouts. There is a lot of different wins I covered for each and every hole, but it is not completely done, but it is very extensive to what I have got done. It's still a pretty nice collection. Here we're going to go, same approach here. Hopefully I can get this. I feel like I had it last time, and then I got a great ball. I saw a little bit of screen lag on my attempt last time. I'm hoping I can... I do have some Tour 10 shootouts, Christopher, but they are more in streams. So I have Tour 10 streamed. I probably have about 8 hours of stream on Tour 10, and the shootouts are in those streams. Whereas what I've been doing recently is I've been starting to do the shootouts for exclusively just shootout videos. They'll be like 2-3 minute videos, just kind of walking you through every different wind type that you can encounter on holes. And I've just been kind of collectively putting them together recently over the last few weeks, all for your guys' benefit, and hopefully you can use some of those and have some success. I'll do my best to add Tour 10 here shortly, maybe next week sometime, because I know that's another big tour for you guys to have a lot of questions on. Thanks, Chris. Unfortunately, I don't feel that way today with the way things are going. A lot of my adjustments today are just kind of out of whack today. Just not having the best of performance here, but I'm going to see if I can't get things rolling here. I'm going to take off just ever so slightly on the power since that last one was so far down there, and I hit the rough. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to ever so slightly pull off of this, just so I don't run out of fairway when I actually do hit the fairway. That's awesome, Jeremy. Good job. I'm hoping I can get 6 on the back 9. 3 and 6. Let's go for all 3 albas on the back 9 here. Let's start it off right on this one and see if I can't just keep that momentum going into the other shootouts. Of course, on 6 last time I hit the rough with my land. Really put myself in between weird clubs. Next time you're going to see me protect, and I'm going to put Saturn on next time for you guys. And I would recommend, if you're going to attempt a similar drive to what you're seeing me do in the video, that you do something similar, which would be to protect against mistakes by putting large backspin irons on. And in addition to that, make sure you have your longest rough iron and sand wedges on as well. So here you're seeing me, when I get in this range, I try to size up the shot, see kind of where my adjustment's going to be, and I'm going towards mid club a little bit, not quite at max club. So you're going to see me set up similarly here. I'm going to set up kind of to the left edge of the cup. You see it's kind of left edge there with my setup, and probably about a 5 ring adjustment here is what I'm kind of feeling. Jeez. So that's one of the reasons that you see me set up on the left edge of the cup, because you see how the wind is ever so slightly pointed left to right. What I'm trying to do is, I know that it's going to kind of cut back a little bit, and I just probably didn't quite set it up right where I wanted. I probably should have put it outside the cup on the left before doing that adjustment. And aside from that, I might have been a little bit lazy on my adjustment as well. I might have missed it by about a quarter ring. I probably should have went an extra quarter. Oh no! Ah, that's brutal. You know, you had two efforts there for that to go in. The 360, and then almost came in from the top side of the hill there. Alrighty, so it looks like it's holding one time again. We got to get one of these to fall. Again, the only reason I'm going with turkey ball here is because I'm just so light on my Santa balls. But I do want the hole-in-one. I could probably just switch it up and just be like, I'll just do it with a kingmaker. Just try to change my luck, but I really want to give myself that extra, boost, maybe, 5-10% chance extra that I'll make it with a turkey ball as opposed to a kingmaker. Just the adjustment's a little bit simpler. So hopefully I can get this one now. This is the first time I've seen somebody set up for this. I have played it this way a couple times. You can do it. Your landing zone is just very tricky. You need to make sure that you land it exactly where you want it. Thanks, B. I appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. Good luck to you as well. Hopefully your round goes well. Hopefully you can get a couple shots to drop for you. I'm hoping that I can get this one to drop for me. So again, I'm going to set up very similarly to what I mentioned before, kind of in this dark shadow, and keep the ball trail very close to the hole here. I'm going to ever so slightly on top of that. Since I have been missing this one right, I'm not going to put quite as much right spin on. Just a tad, just a touch. Jeez. Ah, jeez. Please get lucky. Stay up. So I didn't quite use as much of the slope as I was trying to play, and as you see, it's just coming in a little bit hotter than I was trying to set up. But as you can see, with the way that this hole works, is if you play the slope and then don't hit the slope, you can kind of give yourself a 2-for-1 chance to make that one just by great balling it to the left. One thing you can't do is great ball it to the other way, and then it takes more of the hill, and then that just keeps the ball slowing down. When you hit too much of that hill, it'll come up short every time. I almost got lucky there. Unfortunately, I just went a little bit too much to get that great ball to go in. So, not getting much to fall for me here. It's so funny because my clubs on my guest account are about half as good as it is, but I feel like I outperform myself on that other bag way more, even with the inferior clubs, which is just crazy. It's crazy that the way that works out for me. It's not very lucky when it comes to this account. Just stop short. Those are usually the ones that I do a little bit better for whatever reason. You know, I kind of know the tournament setup, so I feel like I get a little bit lazy about things. And then you'll get a shootout like this where you have to just create the shot on your own. You're not going off of, like, you know, anything that you already know, and it just gives you like a fresh perspective. I can usually much easier get the hole-in-ones on stuff like this as opposed to my actual round. So let's see if I can't get something to happen for me on hole number 5 here. My goal is to get it to that fairway, that second fairway. So you're going to see me use the globe again. And of course the apocalypse. And just make sure that, I think last time I put on protector, rough iron and wedges just in case. So you're going to see me put on the best top spin, the best backspin clubs in the game, just to be a little on the cautious side here. We all know that you know, tragedy can strike at any time for your, especially off the tee, and you just want to avoid those mistakes. Yeah, 2.5 backspin on hole 4. That's exactly what I use. I try to play a little bit more slope. So what you're seeing me do there, I hit a great ball to the left, and what that did is it made it miss the slope a little bit more, and so you saw it come in just a little bit past the hole with a little bit of speed, but it still had the chance to hold out because it missed some of that slope that I was trying to play by great balling that one to the left there. So it almost gave me, you know, like a 2-for-1 type way of making it. It can just come in fast and slam the pin, or it can go perfect ball and just kind of slowly drift down the hill into the cup, hopefully, is the way that I'm setting it up to play. So here you guys are going to see me again try to go for this second fairway here. It looks like, I believe, that I got more wind than last time. I don't know if that's entirely true, but what you see me try to do here is I'll set up more towards the middle here and then just try to curl it back down the fairway. I think it gives you a better angle here, but you can only really do it this way if you have enough driver to get it over that bunker on the second hop. Here, seeing perfect ball. Hopefully I can hit the fairway, as I have yet to be in that fairway. Stop. Huh, finally. This is the first time I've been in this fairway, so I don't even know what to do from here. Oh man, I have no idea what to do here. Yeah, laying back, this is a very challenging eagle. Now, what I do recommend if you do lay back here is to put on a high wind resistant ball like this and try to play that rough. And if you play that rough skip there, it plays about 2 on your sniper. It'll play about 2.1 miles per hour per ring. So on a 7.4 here, you would want to go, I would go, just to be a little on the cautious side, I would go 3 rings, maybe 3.25 rings for my adjustment, and just try to bump it up the hill from the rough. I think it gives you a better chance at the hole to actually hold it out. Thanks guys for the shout out for this, but unfortunately I have no idea what I'm doing from here. Like literally no idea. So the one thing that you're going to see me no matter what do is whatever surface I choose to land this on, I'm going to make sure that I land it on that surface. And I do not have much confidence on this shot here. I am very close to max distance. You are going to see me set up on this fringe and hopefully be able to wing this into the cup. I feel like I'm getting a little bit too out of time here. And there you're seeing I kind of under adjusted. I had no clue what I wanted to do. I almost went for the dunk, to be honest with you. I was very close to going for that dunk. Just a couple miles per hour less on that. And, you know, I really wasn't sure how much to adjust there because it's so uphill. And, you know, kind of like what I was mentioning on that sniper shot, it's just so uphill that it plays like 2 per ring. So I really didn't know how much to make my end bringer go. I played it more kind of spot up, which was like 1 per ring, which I'll usually do on like a flat lie, is I'll overplay the wind there. I'd go about 15 rings on my end bringer there, typically. Now what that does is it kind of it basically is an over adjustment, which is basically going to kind of counter all that right to left wind that you see there, and it'll basically kind of get it to, you know, straighten out the line. Thanks guys, appreciate you. Oh Jesus Christ, you and your rapier. There's no way that I was going to rapier that up that hill. I want to see video of somebody rapier in that up the hill into the cup. So I almost went for the claw dunk there. I was very, very, very close to doing that. I felt like I could have held the green. And at min club like that, it would have been, it would have played very close to like 3 per ring. It would have been like a 3.5 ring adjustment. I almost did it. I was half tempted to try the backspin shot as well, but being that much at min club, I just like my chances with my end bringer a little bit more. But like I was mentioning, you know, I need at least one chance there to at least, you know, I felt like I went 11 rings there. Now I know that if I do get to that spot, that's not the right adjustment. So hopefully next time I can make the correction there. Don't ask me why I'm going for this shot. Very low percentage here. If anything, this is just more messing around than anything. There's 5 rings. Just coming up a bit short. So good job to Lance there. Good luck in your round. Let's see if I can't get something going on hole 6 here. Should be the same setup. Globe, Apocalypse. I am going to put on Saturn this time. Give myself that backspin option to kind of bail out in case I make that same mistake again that you saw me do on the front 9. Oh, I need at least one shot coming in here. So hopefully I can get it here. Maybe a hole-in-one. Again, if I actually put it in the fairway up here, I really don't know. I'm just going to have to just kind of create something because I haven't been in the fairway yet with this hole. every time. Well, the last one I was just in the fairway, but it's not exactly what I was going for. That was kind of worst case scenario, being in the fairway there. Do not want to be there again. So here, like I did before, I'm going to landscape mode it again. You see with my land zone, I'm trying to get it, and there's a lot better. When I'm setting up for that shot there, this is the first time I've been here too, so these are kind of my first looks at half decent pitches here to get something going. And notice when I was setting up there for the drive, because when I went to landscape mode, that I'm setting up very right, like very extremely right. If you're, yep, I hope I am saving all my good shots for the weekend, but at the same time, you know, I feel like I'm just trying to get my practice in a little bit, because I really didn't get much time to practice this setup. I was putting some strategy guides up for you guys. So if you haven't checked those out, I have, you know, pro covered pretty well, expert covered. Of course, the shots aren't the greatest. It's kind of like more of a scrambling round, kind of like what you're seeing here. And this is another one that is extremely challenging to get. I'm half tempted to go for this dunk again. This is going to be a very, very challenging pitch here. What you're going to see me do is I'm going to hit it off this fairway here, and I'm going to do what I was kind of mentioning about that I do on the last hole. Is I'm going to do more of like an overplay here. As you'll see me go maybe 14 rings and kind of set it up on the right of the hole. It's kind of the approach that I'm going to take here, and hopefully get this going somewhere towards the hole. Great ball. It's probably going to cost me the shot. Catch it. Whew, thank you. Whew. So again, I'm using like an overcorrection method there, which basically what that does is it kind of have what I've mentioning about how the wind affects your ball trail. What you're seeing me do there is have, you know, when I go for that overcorrection there. Thanks, Jeremy. I'm glad that I finally got something to fall for you guys, so it doesn't just seem like, you know, just a scrambling stream for you guys, that I can actually provide you guys with something that's positive that you could maybe look towards trying to pull off. When you're doing that end bringer, like I mentioned, so of course my end bringer is at max accuracy, which is 100. So if yours isn't at 100, you'll have to scale accordingly. But what I was mentioning about end bringer specifically, and fortunately, I'm able to help that guy out since he's in the bunker and give him the eagle. So I hope that guy, wish him luck on his round, and glad I was able to get that. And let's see if we can't keep that momentum going and get the ace on the next hole. Glad to finally have something going my way. Feel like that's the first thing I've done right in my entire round. We're going to go for the exact same shot you saw me go for last time. Sniper, turkey ball. Those are the only two clubs I need. I'm going to make an ever so slightly different adjustment than what I did last time, but I'm still going to set up very aggressively like you saw me do, which is going to be on the front, because like I mentioned previously, you can get out of that mistake that I made on 7 last time, and it gives you a very good chance to still make the hole-in-one as well. So that's the reason that you see me playing it this way. And I have not got it yet. I have been very close a couple times. That's the first time that I've missed the rough patch there. No, that's not true. That's the second time I've missed it. Once I've missed it in the bunker. Once I've missed it on the fairway now. But the way that I'm setting up, I'm assuming I'm never going to hit it in the bunker again. Hopefully. And that's kind of the way that, I'm setting you guys up for, is if you're going to go for the shot that I am, is to be very cautious when doing it, because you're going to want to give yourself a putt as opposed to a bunker shot. Thanks, Fatih. I'm glad you're here. Glad you got to see that one. I'm glad I got that one for you guys. And here you're going to see me set up for this shot again. It is about 3 bars of backspin, and of course you can see where the adjustment is. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to set up very aggressive on the front, as opposed to even getting anywhere near that bunker. Now, in addition to what you're going to see me do, is I'm going to do an over adjustment and just rotate ever so slightly. You can see the way that I have it pulled at an angle, but I'm going to go more than 5.6, 5.4 rings. I'm going to go more towards 6 rings this time. I think it's going to be a more spot-on adjustment. And here we're seeing perfect ball. And there you're seeing it. Please run out. No! So there you're seeing why I'm hitting this shot. I cannot believe. So that time you saw me actually land short there. I was surprised that it landed that close to the bunker. You can just see how little your margin of error is there. That is brutal to miss by right on line like that. Just ever so slightly. It's because it landed did not land where I wanted it. It landed very close to that bunker. I was assuming that the way that I was just aiming there was going to take the bunker out of play. And there is a very nice shot. Well done. And it would have been nice to get a little bit of momentum going into the last couple holes here. But hopefully I can get 8. And, well, hopefully I can get 8 and 9 still. Even with missing this, I'm assuming, my luck's going to at least be a little bit different on 8 here. I have a good feeling about that. Okay. So let's see if I can get something going here. Again, I'm going to set up, just a little bit left here. You're going to see me set up right about here, a little bit short of the hole. Aside from that, you are going to see me at least go 7 rings, maybe 8 for my adjustment. That great ball's most certainly going to cost me this one. So didn't really give that one a chance, unfortunately, but as you can see, the way that I'm playing it, it's and that's very similar to the tournament wind, so it just kind of shows you that it just kind of keeps it on the hole for you real nice. Just runs out to the hole, and that's one of the biggest reasons that you see me kind of playing it like that. I was playing it with a little bit less backspin and more towards the middle of the fairway, like you see a lot of guys doing. And like I mentioned previously, is I got it like that in a shootout in my last round, and so that's the reason that I have that is the reason that you're seeing me stick with this shot. I'm trying to kind of master it here. I've been getting close on it, but just can't get it to quite fall for me. But here I am going to get to hole 17 for you guys, and another globe. And of course, notice how I keep setting up no matter what. It's a great tournament strategy to get into, no matter what, that you go back to check everything out here in your bag. Make sure you're set up the way that you want it. And, just in case, I am going to, for one hole, put machete on. And if I come up short for whatever reason, into the rough, which I'm assuming there's a 0% chance of that happening. But in the event tragedy does strike, I'm going to put on a machete so I can maybe still dunk it in from the rough. So hopefully I can get these last 2 holes and kind of salvage this tournament score. At the very least, you know, I'm not going to, well, let me not necessarily say that. If the wind's not 13.5 or higher, I'm not going to go for that same shot you saw me try to go on last time. Ooh. All right, so I am going to play it off the rough here. And what you're going to see me do, just as a precautionary method, well, first off, I'm going to set up towards this opening here. Right towards the opening. Just as a precautionary method here, I am going to ever so slightly take off power, because if I hit the fairway here, I am going to be in a lot of trouble. And you're going to see me go away from the hole this time with my spin. Ah! That is too lazy. That was too late. I might even hit the bunker. Nope, missed the bunker. But I'm in the greenside bunker. And dunk time again. With perfect ball timing, you can kind of shoot it up through the backside there towards the fairway. And you see me taking off a little bit of the power just to make sure that, you know, if I'm setting up for a shot to hit the rough, I want to make sure that I don't hit the fairway, of course. So you see me just playing that a little cautiously just to be on the safe side. And like I mentioned, you know, perfect ball, or even close to perfect ball, I wasn't even close. And you just kind of shoot up through that gap there. I keep it in the fairway. Worst case scenario, I pitch it in. And now I just have to hit my perfect ball and hopefully make the dunk. So I'm assuming I'm not going to have to do too much in terms of adjustment. You can see how much uphill this is. Let me just show you here real quick. You see how uphill that is? That means that the ball barely gets off the ground, which means it doesn't really get too affected by the wind here. So you're going to see me play very, very minimal wind here. You know, right on the edge of the front edge of the cup. Nothing more than that. And hopefully you can slam the pin here. Perfect ball. Nope. Missed it again. But as you're just seeing, you're seeing the effects of the ball there. You know, even though it's so downwind, it barely gets into the wind because it's so uphill that you really don't have to play anything there at all. I just put it right outside the cup edge and that's it. And, you know, perfect ball is the difference between making it and missing it. So, always important to get that timing down. Yeah, thanks, KJ. Appreciate you showing up here. Sorry I couldn't get a little bit more things to fall for you guys. Just kind of all over the place on this round a little bit. Didn't really give myself too many opportunities. Oh, that's unlucky. I really wish that I made that pitch. So hopefully Aaron can pop this up in the cup. We can go to a shootout. Ugh, unlucky. That's the way it goes. Haven't got 8 this hole. Haven't got this hole. Got it yesterday. And let's just go back to my bag here. Set up the way I want it here. I don't remember what my wind was last time, but I might just ever so slightly back off a little bit of distance. I don't want to be in between clubs like that again. But if I am, let's see, what long iron do I have? Saturn. So I'm going to keep Saturn on just in case. Yeah, just in case. Unlucky, unlucky. So hopefully you guys get some of the luck that I didn't get. And I hope you guys can put up some good numbers. Win your division. That's kind of the goal. So hopefully you guys can get some of that fortune. I forget what I had last time, but I'm assuming it was higher than this, so I am still going to go for full. But remember what I said about kind of favoring the left side here. I think it's the landing zone you guys want to go for, especially if you're going for the shot that I am. And again, I'm very slow with my timing, but all I need is that fairway bounce. As long as I get it, I should be good. Hopefully. Nope. Just going to roll out. Crap. So that's going to forfeit my opportunity to probably get the albatross here. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to... I don't think I set the rough irons. I might have kept machete on my bag. I just ever so slightly. I was really lousy with my timing on the last two holes. The reason I dunked from that bunker is because if I hit perfect ball, it was going in. That's the reason. Yeah, reverse hook could work here too. I have a nice hook slice tutorial if you want to see that shot being performed. I think that'd be a great tee shot for this hole as well. It eliminates the mistake. I thought I was going to be okay. Yeah, I have my machete on. So I should have had Nirvana on here, and I would have still given myself a chance. And this is going to make things very challenging for me, but not completely out of the realm of possibility. I am going to set up to the left side of the fairway here, and still try to get this one. So I'm going to use the right of my bullseye, and then I usually go right about 29 rings or so. You're going to see me reverse curl this one and hopefully shoot it up through that gap. Let's see if I can't get... Nope, I set up too aggressive. I should have kept that spin the way I had it. I was really worried about that left side there, and I wanted to give myself still an angle. I could have still pulled that shot off and got up through there. But at least I put it in a position where I can still get this eagle. So, and that's why you kind of saw me protecting against the right, because I know if I hit it in the bunker there, I was done. So, ugh. Just a bit much, man. We're making this hole look hard. This is possibly the first time that I haven't even not been on the green yet. So really butchering this one. But I gave myself an angle. That's why you saw me kind of bail out this way. Was for the benefit of this, just in case. And I could still give myself a chance to pitch this in. Perfect ball. And there you have it. Hope you guys wanted to see some scrambling in this round, because you're getting plenty of it. So hopefully this guy can pop his up in there too. Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. It's the first time that, and of course, you know, I should have had my Nirvana on here, so make sure that you're doing that. I basically changed everything except for my rough fire. I wasn't even thinking about it. But fortunately, I was able to save the stroke here. And hopefully, you know, I can just get a little bit things better, going better for me in the end round. Because at minus 26 here, I'm probably looking at kind of more of like a top 3 finish. It's not going to be, you know, a winning score for expert division. I don't believe so. So hopefully I can, you know, keep some things going there and get some things going for me. Hopefully, you know, you guys can take a few things from this round, even though I know, you know, it was pretty sloppy the way I played it, but ugly 26 for sure. So I want to thank all you guys for coming into the stream. And if you guys have not checked out Golf Clash Elite or Golf Clash Legends on Facebook, be sure to send them an invite, and because you guys should definitely be a part of the community. And again, thanks for coming out for this round. Appreciate seeing you guys all here, and good luck in your rounds. Let me know how it goes. Of course, if you guys have any other outstanding questions, feel free to message me and send me a friend request. Just be sure to send me a messenger. I have, you know, a lot of random, I just want to make sure that if you friend request me, that whatever your intentions are, because I just don't want like a whole bunch of bots and everything. So do take the time to do that. And if you liked what you saw here, definitely check out my YouTube page. You can find it, Zachary Jones, on YouTube. And it is /ZRJones1984. If you want the direct link, you'll just do, you know, www.youtube.com/ZRJones1984. And yeah, I have a lot of good content for you guys if you haven't seen it already. So feel free to check that out, and hit the like and subscribe button if you liked what you guys are seeing here. And I'll do the best that I can to keep you with the most current, updated type, you know, content out there. So good luck with your rounds. Let me know how it goes. See you guys later.